Every little comment, any trivial stumble, when this affects you deeply, you're relinquishing control. The fact is the most resilient individuals don't have fewer problems. They've only controlled their reactions. Picture navigating existence unshaken. No more overthinking, no uncontrolled reactions. Only absolute command. In this video, I'll teach you how to train your mind to remain imperturbable. Perfecting the unshakable attitude is essential. Life is filled with noise, others' judgments, everyday irritations, sudden obstacles. Suppose I explain that genuine power emerges from perfecting purposeful neutrality? The essential factor is developing to disconnect your reactions from outside events. When you let circumstances control your state, you become a puppet controlled by external influences. But when you train your mind to remain unmoved, you transform into the architect of your fate. When you adopt this attitude, you radiate power silently. Consider the most powerful figures who ever existed. They were not those who responded without thinking to every slight. Their power wasn't their ability to argue, but rather in their capacity to stay unmoved. Envision a moment when someone offends you openly. The instinctive reaction of many is anger. However, what results if you merely grin and leave? You extract the provocateur's influence. The same applies to failures and setbacks. Those who understand the force of detachment perceive loss merely as feedback, a valuable lesson. They don't absorb defeat. They merely witness, adjust, and progress. In what way do you develop such degree of mastery? Develop the custom of stopping before responding. Question internally, does this circumstance genuinely impact my greater purposes? An additional vital component is visualization. See yourself as someone who traverses the world unshaken. As you strengthen this representation in your mind, it transforms into your truth. Effective distance isn't concerning blocking emotions. It's about mastering them. Picture this. You're amid an intense dispute. Do you let their words control your emotions, or do you smile unaffected? As you embrace this method, tension diminishes, lucidity expands. What you focus on, you attract. When you take control of your thinking and feelings, you emerge as a creator of your future. Training yourself to be emotionally detached doesn't indicate you grow callous. It means you no longer allow external forces to dictate your internal state. Your emotions serve you, not the reverse. Purposeful neutrality is exceptional power. We're trained to assume we must care about everything. However, authentic independence comes when you realize that many things are irrelevant. Indifference doesn't mean apathy. It signifies selection. Not all conflicts merit engagement. As you cease responding to every minor inconvenience, you recover mastery. Quit chasing acceptance. Pursuing validation is a snare. The moment you give someone else the power to define your worth, you surrender command over your individual journey. Genuine certainty isn't granted. It's built through self-reliance. The most charismatic people don't plead for validation. They possess their identity. Defects end everything. Liberty arrives when you abandon the requirement to be accepted by all, regardless of your actions. Someone will always have something to say. So why dissipate your strength endeavoring to appease everybody? If you wish to escape from the approval trap, commence by reflecting. Whose judgment genuinely counts? One more essential action consists of learning self-validation. When you start recognizing your personal value, external approval becomes irrelevant. The instant you cease pursuing approval is when you begin existing with liberty. Condemnation is inescapable, yet how you manage it defines your strength. Criticism only has as much power as you provide it. When you engage effectively, you let it control you. The most powerful people don't allow judgment to disturb them. They evaluate it with lucid thinking. Extract what's beneficial and abandon what's left. Process judgment via reason, not sentiment. Two kinds of condemnation occur, helpful and damaging. Constructive criticism is valuable. Damaging condemnation, by contrast, is designed to break you down. Not every opinion merits your focus. When you respond to criticism with tranquil neutrality, you demonstrate to everyone that your confidence is unshakable. The most resilient persons don't dread judgment. They employ it strategically or they ignore it completely. Stress reveals individuals. Some shatter, yet the powerful remain unshaken, since they condition their thinking before the tempest comes. The key lies in separating from the requirement for a command. Not all will proceed as planned. Yet you don't respond sentimentally. You respond with strategy. The majority fracture during tension because they resist reality. Your consciousness is your combat arena. The contemplations you accept will decide your victory or defeat. To discipline a steadfast mentality, you should construct cognitive routines. Appreciation to oppose pessimism, rigor to supersede idleness. Each day you should discipline yourself to remain imperturbable, to stop before engaging. Many individuals are prisoners of their feelings. However, individuals who command their consciousness govern everything. Mental strength is built in routine, trivial occasions. Among the strongest thought patterns you may cultivate is detachment. Separation doesn't signify unconcern. It means control. One more essential factor consists of rigor. Thinking constantly pursues convenience. However, strictness reshapes consciousness. Begin modestly. Dedicate to routines that reinforce your mental strength. Genuine strength operates quietly. It doesn't seek attention. It simply acts and allows outcomes to communicate. The most vocal individuals present are frequently the most fragile. If you want to be respected, stop announcing your plans. Accomplishment isn't forged through statements. It is built through action. The deeper you vocalize, the more you attract examination. As you operate quietly, no individual detects your advance. The most powerful people don't squander power demonstrating worth. They allow their achievement to communicate. Stillness isn't dormant, it's planning. As you vocalize, your remarks maintain importance. In a world where everyone is desperate to be noticed, be the individual who doesn't chase notice. While others chase attention, you seek perfection. This is the difference between individuals who discuss accomplishing extraordinary feats and those who genuinely perform them. The second you quit providing environmental acceptance, you'll observe something. Individuals will begin noticing. They'll question your method. And that's when you'll comprehend you've authentically commanded circumstances, not since you informed everyone, but since you demonstrated it without uttering anything.